This is a story about a time when I almost wrecked my mom's minivan trying to get freaky with my first, no. This is a story about a time when I almost wrecked my mom's minivan when I was out on a date with like my first serious girlfriend. So, you know, there's that time in your life where you like graduate into this like relationship where you're no longer like making out with a girl. So you're like not really having sex yet, but you're like getting past first base, you're like making out, you're getting naked, you're going crazy. It's like one of the best relationships because you can never do it at home, because if you're like down in the basement trying to like get crazy, get naked with this girl, your mom is upstairs like cooking, drops a pan, you're like getting all fucking, you jump on the couch and you're just like heart's beating so fast. Anyway, this was this girlfriend and basically we went out and my car, which was a Volvo station wagon, which was badass, was in the shop, and so my mom lent me her minivan for this date, and I took this girl out all fancy, went to the mall, probably hit Olive Garden, Friendly's, I don't know, a couple shakes, went to Borders Books, and so then it was like, okay, the date's over, I'm gonna drive you home, and we had this amazing spot. I find that like in those relationships, you always have like a spot to go to. So our spot was this like dark ass parking lot that was way back in her neighborhood that was in the middle of a park. And so we went back to the park, and we'd done it like so many times before. For some reason we were always scared that like these cops were gonna show up and like arrest us. Like cops are gonna arrest two kids trying to like make out in their car. So stupid. But anyway, we were always really afraid. So anyway, this particular night we drive in, we get in the parking spot, I like throw off the lights, it's a minivan so it's like super deluxe, we jump in the back seat and we're kind of like getting at it, like clothes are coming off, things are getting like really heating up, we're like making out, then all of a sudden, the back of my mom's minivan explodes off the ground, like we're sitting, it's like explodes off the ground. So we immediately sit up and we're like looking at each other and our hearts are like and so my girlfriend was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I don't know. And as we're saying that, like halfway naked, like clothes off, the front of the car, boom, explodes off the ground. And then we were both like, what the fuck is going on? I thought that a cop, I don't know why I thought that, rear-ended us, was like fucking with us, I don't really know. But after the front end blew off the ground, it felt like the whole minivan was on an elevator and just started sinking down, like the jaws of hell were like swallowing us for our sins. Anyway, I jumped in the front seat, I like slammed my knee into the fucking armrest, jumped in, got in the front seat and slammed on my brakes just in time for me to feel like the back of the car like hit something. I was like, what's that? So I throw on my lights, and it turns out that while we were in the back seat of the car making out, I must not have thrown the car in park, and so it just drifted across the parking lot, hit one of those parking curbs on the back end, hit the front end, and then went down this really fucking steep hill. And as soon as it went down the steep hill, that's when we felt like we were sinking into the earth. It went all the way down. All that was there was a forest, like a row of trees. And my mom's minivan, the bumper just tapped one of the trees as I was skidding to a stop, threw on the lights. All I could see was up the hill. We had no idea what was going on. Happily, I totally heroed it and fucking got us out of that situation. But needless to say, we didn't go back to that spot again.